Welcome. Today, we're exploring Canada, not the Canada of postcards, but a land of hidden marvels and eccentricities. Prepare to see this country in a new light as we uncover astonishing stories and surprising extremes that reveal the true depth of Canada's character. Canada isn't just dotted with lakes, it's saturated by them. From coast to coast, shimmering blue waters are woven into the very fabric of the land, shaping its geography and its people. These lakes are more than just beautiful scenery. They are the lifeblood of the nation, influencing everything from climate to culture. With over 2 million lakes, more than the rest of the world combined, Canada is truly the world's water giant. These lakes range from vast inland seas to tiny hidden ponds, each one contributing to the country's immense freshwater reserves. Canada's landscape is a legacy of the last ice age, when massive glaciers sculpted the land, leaving behind a patchwork of rocky terrain and countless basins. These ancient forces shaped the country's rugged beauty and created the perfect conditions for lakes to flourish. Glaciers carved out countless basins, now filled with water, forming a breathtaking mosaic of lakes that stretch as far as the eye can see. These waters reflect the sky, the forests, and the mountains, creating a landscape that is both wild and serene. This vast aquatic network sustains dense forests, provides a home for diverse wildlife, and supports entire ecosystems. From the call of the loon at dawn to the silent glide of a moose through the mist, life here is intimately tied to the water. From the immense Great Bear Lake to the tiniest forest pond, hidden among the trees, each body of water has its own story, its own rhythm, and its own community of plants and animals. Each lake is a unique ecosystem, teeming with life both above and below the surface. Crystal-clear waters reveal a world of aquatic plants, fish, and insects, all playing their part in the delicate balance of nature. To truly understand Canada, you must first understand its intimate, defining relationship with water. The lakes are not just features on a map, they are the heart and soul of the land, shaping its identity and inspiring all who visit. Canada's coastline is the longest on Earth, stretching for more than 243,000 kilometers. It's a staggering expanse that dwarfs the shorelines of any other nation. This immense length is almost impossible to truly comprehend, winding along 3 different oceans and touching every corner of the country. In fact, if you could walk its entire length, you'd circle the equator 6 times. An astonishing feat that highlights just how vast and varied Canada's coastal edge really is. The coastline is a jagged, fractal edge, constantly shifting and shaped by powerful natural forces. From the dramatic Pacific fjords of British Columbia, where ancient forests meet the sea and mist rolls in from the open ocean, to the weathered Atlantic shores of Nova Scotia and Newfoundland, where lighthouses stand as sentinels against the fog and crashing waves, each region is unique. And then there's the icy labyrinth of the Arctic archipelago, a remote and mysterious world of frozen seas, drifting icebergs, and stark, silent beauty. Each stretch of coastline tells a different story, towering, rugged mountains plunging into the sea, historic fishing villages that have thrived for centuries, and communities shaped by the rhythms of the tides. There are remote islands where land and sea blur together, shrouded in mist and mystery, places where few people have ever set foot, and nature reigns supreme. This immense shoreline is more than just a geographical feature, it shapes Canada's culture, economy, and identity. Coastal communities depend on the sea for their livelihoods, from fishing and shipping to tourism and recreation. Canada's endless coastline is a testament to the country's vast scale and its deep enduring connection to the world's oceans, a boundary that both defines and unites this remarkable land. In Canada, national parks are not just large, they are truly immense, stretching across landscapes so vast that they defy imagination. These protected areas are more than just scenic getaways. They are sprawling wildernesses that cover millions of hectares, often extending farther than the eye can see. Some of these parks are actually larger than entire countries, dwarfing nations in both area and ecological diversity. When you look at a map, it's astonishing to see how these parks compare to places like Denmark or the Netherlands. Take Wood Buffalo National Park, for example. This single park is bigger than Switzerland, making it one of the largest national parks in the world. Its sheer size is difficult to comprehend until you see it laid out on a map. Within its borders roam the world's largest free-roaming wood bison herd, and it protects some of the most extensive wetlands on the planet, crucial habitats for countless species of birds and mammals. Nahanni National Park Reserve is another marvel, famous for its canyons that plunge even deeper than the Grand Canyon itself, creating dramatic landscapes carved by ancient rivers. Here you'll also find Virginia Falls, a breathtaking waterfall that is twice the height of Niagara, thundering into the wilderness with incredible force and beauty. These parks are living, breathing ecosystems, vital refuges for biodiversity, where rare and endangered species find sanctuary, and where ancient forests and pristine rivers remain untouched by development. They stand as powerful symbols of Canada's deep commitment to preserving wilderness on a truly grand scale, ensuring that these natural treasures endure for generations to come. Here, in these vast expanses, you can truly get lost, and in doing so, perhaps find a deeper connection to nature and to yourself, surrounded by silence and the wild. In a wilderness larger than many nations, Canada's parks invite you to experience the awe and wonder of nature on a scale found almost nowhere else on Earth. Canadian winters are legendary, but Snag, Yukon, set a record -63°C, the coldest temperature ever recorded in North America. At these extremes, exposed skin freezes in seconds, and even steel can shatter. Snag's unique valley traps cold air, creating a natural deep freeze. This event is a stark reminder of the Arctic's raw power and the resilience required to survive here. In Canada's north, winter isn't just a season, it's a force that shapes life itself. Canada has a desert. Yes, really. In British Columbia's Okanagan Valley, the rain shadow effect creates a pocket of arid land, home to cacti, sagebrush, and unique wildlife. This tiny desert, centered around Osoyoos, is a biological hotspot, hosting species found nowhere else in Canada. It's a striking example of how local climate can create unexpected environments. Even in a land known for cold, Canada surprises with sun-scorched anomalies. Canada's $1 coin, the loonie, is named for the loon on its face, a symbol of wilderness and national identity. The original coin design was lost in transit, forcing a last-minute switch to the iconic loon image. The nickname loonie caught on instantly, and when the $2 coin arrived, it became the toonie. What began as a crisis became a beloved part of Canadian culture. Sometimes, a simple coin can tell a nation's story. After W12, Canadian inventor George Klein revolutionized mobility by creating the first practical electric wheelchair. His design, featuring a joystick for easy control, restored independence to those with severe disabilities. The Klein chair became the blueprint for modern-powered wheelchairs, changing lives worldwide. It's a testament to Canadian innovation driven by compassion. Every summer, Nanaimo, British Columbia, hosts the Great International Bathtub Race, a wild competition where racers cross the sea in motorized bathtubs. What began as a quirky centennial event is now a major festival, drawing creative designs and daring competitors. The race is grueling, with unpredictable ocean conditions and plenty of laughs. It's a celebration of ingenuity, community, and the joy of doing something delightfully absurd. Only in Canada could a bathtub become a vessel for adventure. Each winter, Ottawa's Rideau Canal transforms into the world's largest natural skating rink, stretching nearly 8 kilometers through the city. Locals and tourists skate past Parliament, warming up with hot chocolate and beaver tails from ice-side chalets. The canal becomes a vibrant winter hub where even commuters skate to work. It's a shining example of how Canadians embrace and celebrate the cold. Canada has a national phone number, 1-800-O-CANADA. This toll-free line connects citizens to government services in both English and French. It's a clever, memorable symbol of accessibility and national pride. Even in a vast country, help is just a call away. In Churchill, Manitoba, polar bears that wander too close to town are sent to a polar bear jail, a holding facility where they're safely detained, then released back into the wild. This humane approach protects both people and bears, teaching the animals to avoid human settlements. It's a unique solution born of necessity and respect for wildlife. Only in Canada do you find a jail designed for polar bears. The maple leaf is Canada's most enduring symbol, rooted in Indigenous traditions and adopted by settlers centuries ago. It appeared on coins, military headstones, and patriotic songs long before gracing the national flag in 1965. The Leafs' journey mirrors Canada's evolution, from colony to independent nation. Today it represents unity, sacrifice, and a distinct Canadian identity. The Maple Leaf story is the story of Canada itself. Canada officially has two national sports, hockey in winter, lacrosse in summer. Hockey is a modern obsession, uniting the country from frozen ponds to NHL arenas. Lacrosse, with Indigenous roots, is Canada's oldest organized sport, once played to heal, lead, and resolve disputes. Recognizing both sports honors Canada's layered heritage, Indigenous and settler, old and new. Two sports, one nation, and a story of diversity. The Trans-Canada Highway stretches nearly 8,000 kilometers, binding the country from St. John's, Newfoundland, to Victoria, British Columbia. It crosses forests, prairies, and mountains, including the treacherous Rogers Pass. Built over 2 decades, it's a symbol of unity and ambition. Driving it reveals Canada's vastness and diversity. The highway is the physical thread that ties the nation from sea to sea. Canada is officially bilingual. English and French are both national languages. This duality shapes government, culture, and daily life, especially in Quebec, where French is dominant. The roots go back to the coexistence of British and French settlers, and the decision to preserve both languages. Bilingualism is both a challenge and a strength, reflecting Canada's mosaic of cultures. It's a constant reminder of the country's complex, layered history. Newfoundland's town of Dildo has a name that always gets a laugh, but its origins are historic, possibly nautical or geographic. Locals have embraced the name, turning it into a point of pride and a tourist draw. The town's playful spirit was spotlighted when Jimmy Kimmel campaigned to be its honorary mayor. Dildo is proof that Canadians can turn even the quirkiest history into a celebration. Our journey through Canada's hidden wonders ends here, but the story is far from over. Even the most familiar places hold secrets, so stay curious and keep exploring.